anybody does TikTok, even me. I do this because it pays me a wage, right? But he'll sell anybody out to get what he wants, anybody. And the reason he's doing this, the reason he's going after this family now, this mom, is because there's big controversy around it at the minute, and he knows that this is going to bring in views. And I think when you're using sick kids or family that is trying to raise funds for a sick child for content, I think you're fucked in life. But these are the lengths that he will go to get the people in this room, to get on the FYP, to get the controversy. Do you know what I mean? And that is who Zach the Brat is. That is who he is.
Or not, to get a few views in your fucking room. If you don't believe the story, if you think she's scamming, that's up to you as an individual. But to make a whole segment on her and to get numbers in your room, I think it's fucking disgusting. To play the Flying Without Wings song and then call yourself a fucking creator, a groundbreaking creator, to play the Flying Without Wings song.
Exactly, Dino Girl.
This woman is fucking... her son's poorly, no matter what you say. Her son's fucking poorly. Yeah. Check your phone now when you see me and go off the subject. And then when the fucking woman is fucking talking about her fucking son, then to put the EastEnders fucking theme tune on, and then you want to talk about your mental health and what you've been through. No matter what you believe about the story, the little boy is poorly. I don't know what to believe about the story. I haven't seen any of it. The man is fucking vile. Yeah? I don't want to battle anyone. I'm pissed off. I don't want to battle anyone.
See, I've got a button for everything.
Nice. Trump is...
Can I just say, actually, no, I'm going to defend myself. Have I still got it on here? Have I still got it in here? Let me see if I can find my headshot.
No, Zach, you don't need to find it. You told someone that you signed the contract to get a paycheck, so that you borrowed money off her. That's what I was told. So you can't defend yourself on this because you told them you signed the contract.
But guys, look, I know, and I don't, look, please, believe me, I am no angel, right? And I've never sat here and professed to be an angel, right? I'm a see you next Tuesday. I ain't this, angel, or, I don't sit on a pedestal. I mess up just like everybody else, right? And I've got a vulgar mouth, effing and jeffing, and I'm a bitch and everything else. I've never sat here and claimed to be innocent. You know what I've done, and you know what I'm guilty of, right? But I'll tell you now, everything that we say about Zach is the fucking truth. And this is why sometimes Luke loses his shit, right? Luke loses his shit because there's only so much you can show people, only so much you can say. And I think when things get twisted on you continuously, like you're the bully, you're the one antagonising, you're the one cam-to-ing. No. Zach was the one that sat there cam-to-ing Luke for months and months and months on end, cam-toed me along with other people that sat there and they fucking laughed at me, sat there provoking me. I never covered hardly anything where Zach was concerned. I never covered Thailand. When Zach was racist online, I think my opinion on that was quite kind, considering I could have really gone in really deep. And that just goes to show who's out to destroy who. When somebody fucks up on this app, right, just watch how people react to it, okay? And that will tell you people's true intentions on this app. When somebody fucks up, watch how people react to it, okay? Everything that Luke is saying is the fucking truth. God, strike me down dead, and I'm being truthful with you. This is, I'm telling you now, Angie's watching you, what you're doing and what you're saying. I'm giving you, and Angie's allowed to come to me, Angie's allowed to come to me, even when me and Angie don't get on, even when me and Angie have got the worst to say about each other. Angie's always welcome to come to me because I come to Angie. I play Angie's videos. Me and Angie have a back and forth. You know, 1 month we're okay, the next month we're ripping each other's heads off again. It's just me and delusive Angie. She is always welcome to come to me, you know. Don't have a problem with that. Even if I was copyrighted, she could still come to me. Thank you, No Ducks, because we use each other for content. We have a back and forth. She plays my content, I play hers. All right? No, it's fine. I know you didn't know, but she's allowed to come to me. And, like, I know she has her opinions on me, and sometimes positive, sometimes a negative, but I'll sit here and I'll have an opinion on her. You know, sometimes it's positive, 9 times out of 10 it's negative, but it's like coexisting. It's a working relationship on and that. And like I say, I'm quite happy to be pleasant with everybody. It's a love-hate relationship, exactly that. I'm quite happy to be pleasant with everybody, right? Just show me a little bit of kindness, give me a little bit of leeway, and I'll play fair, just like everybody else. You know what I mean? All I ask for is a bit of kindness, a bit of truth, and I'll be fair with everybody. But some people don't want peace. I'm specifically talking about Canadian Angie and people like Zach and that, because they don't have the content. They don't. If we're not at war, if we're not ranting and raving, thank you, Hope. Like CA, she'll sit and react to this, what I'm saying now for 4 hours tonight, saying I'm a fucking bastard bully. Luke's this, Luke's that. You know, if just one time someone actually, you know, said something which was, you know, fair, there wouldn't be any problems, but people can't let it go. People can't I mean, look at me and EQ and Luke, right? 8 months. 8 months, not one nastiness between us all. If that wasn't legitimate, 8 months had passed, surely something would have happened. Thank you, Susan. Mwah. Thank you, Susan. I know Luke and EQ have the little spats and they have the little fallouts, but that is their, you know, that is their friendship, or, you know, whatever they've had going on. You know, gotta remember they've known each other 6 years, so they're always on and off. But if this wasn't a legitimate peace treaty, within 8 months it would have all gone to shit. And there's nothing. Like, thank you, Kay. Like, you know, EQ has messaged me, and when I went through the you know, when I went through what I went through with my nephew, she's been nothing but kind to me, checking in on me, making sure I'm okay, you know, and that goes a long way with me. And she doesn't have to do that, but she always makes sure I'm okay. If she sees I'm in distress on here, she sees I'm upset, she'll message me and she'll say, I hope you're okay. And that's the way the app should be. You know, people should really genuinely be kind of like caring, because in a way we're all one dysfunctional family. It's like Angie, when she, you know, she's got this procedure. At the end of the day, she's a woman. Yeah, I'm happy with some of the things that have been said, done. No, I'm not. But at the end of the day, she's still a woman. Do I want anything to happen to her? No, I don't. Not really. No, I don't. I know in the past, you know, I've said I could strangle her and I'll get to her house and slap her. I would never do that. I don't want to see harm on anybody. I really don't, guys. I don't want to see harm on anybody. And I just think it's about being an adult and showing that little bit of empathy. And that, honestly, there's been times where I've screamed at Simon, get that car started up now. You're taking me to London. I swear to God, you can count, like, I'd run out of fingers the amount of times. I wouldn't. But it's something that I say because I get angry and I want to rip heads off. Do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't. Yeah, that's it, Jazzy. And I know for a fact, if anything happened to me or I was going through something, people would reach out to me too. And that is when you kind of like, you know, you have to think, okay, this person has got empathy. This person is capable of having empathy. You know what I mean? Petrol is too expensive to know. I wouldn't do it anyway, but, you know, you feel like it, don't you? Anyway, let me stop talking shit and just play Luke.
You told them that you signed a contract for EastEnders and you were getting your first paycheck. You didn't.
And that's the truth.
You fucking narcissistic prick.
That's the truth.
What I've seen this morning is fucking awful.
Everyone you've ever loved.
You didn't get the role in EastEnders with your fucking fake laugh.
To this?
I love Luke, honestly. I love him.
Fucking Tizzy, brilliant! Oh my god, Ezekiel and Luke still come to me because they're making me nervous.
Luke, piss off.
You're very pretty now.
So wicked.
Yes, Zach, we have more views than you.
Thank you, FYPT. Thank you. Do you agree that what Zach did regarding the whole Flying Without Wings and the EastEnders theme tune was out of order, guys? And it warranted Luke coming on and fucking popping off. Do you agree it was out of order? You can say no, it's fine. I'm not going to block you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. And now what Zach's trying to do is he's trying to deflect by using that whole situation with Luke, and when Luke had an opinion on an edited video or a clip video, he's trying to use that situation. But the definition of mocking, let me read the definition of mocking, Zach. Let's read the definition of mocking, shall we? Mocking is the act of treating someone or something with contempt, ridicule, or desertion, often through unkind imitation, taunting. That is mocking. And when Luke had his opinion on an edited video, he didn't laugh. He wasn't taunting. He wasn't playing theme songs to drama TV programs. He wasn't playing well-known funeral songs. He never mocked anything. You sat and mocked it yesterday and the day before that, so piss off. Luke! You're lucky I'm letting you in the box after the potatoes.
Hello, beautiful. Can I just say that I spoke to Darren that night. We had a phone call, and Darren actually, sorry, I'm just mucking out the horses. That Darren actually turned around and said, from that video that was edited and clipped, he said it does look bad, Luke. And I've stayed friends with Darren and Kate. I helped in many ways off what people don't know about, right? So I apologised. Darren even stated himself. He said that clip was edited, Luke, and it looked. I said I've watched the clip. I looked terrible. I said, listen, no problem. It was put to bed. Now to use a child to turn around and call me a disgrace for going to a child's funeral, using a child to score points against me is absolutely fucking vile. A child that is no longer here, who's not here. And you had that woman crying. I asked you a question when we were Cam 2ing. I said, why did you play the EastEnders song when Harley's mum was explaining about Harley's illnesses and getting upset? He said in front of my audience and his audience, it's entertainment. A child's illness, whether you like me, don't like me, can't stand my voice, a child's illness and what a parent is going through is not fucking entertainment. It's not entertainment, yeah? Getting that woman's profile up and playing Flying Without Wings is not entertainment.
Yeah.
And that's all I've got to say. There's no point scoring. This is a child that is sickly. You can have your opinions if you don't like the woman, if you think she's rude, if some things don't add up. That's okay, I get it. But the way you mock that woman